Hello everyone and welcome. The autumn collection from the Folio Society just dropped. I just got back from work and I'm very excited to check out the new books that Folio Society has released. I'm gonna talk about the new books a bit, give my opinion on what I can see on this site. And I'm just gonna talk about the new, I think it's 6 books that came out today. So I thought that should be fun. Let's get into it. Looks pretty great here. I've already pre-opened the books so I can get to them quickly. So here we have the first one. It's a Roald Dahl collection set 3, and the Folio Society site has been acting a bit weird today because usually you get like the book right here, but there appears to be like random images right here. But we have the 3 set here. I'm not a big Roald Dahl fan. I have only read The Witches when I was pretty young. It was also illustrated by Quentin Blake, I believe. But not a big fan of Roald Dahl, mainly because I haven't read much of his work. But I'm also not a huge Quentin Blake fan. I'm sure he's quite an illustrator that divides a lot of people. I assume a lot of people love him since his books seem to be fairly popular. But yeah, I'm sure many of you that are Roald Dahl fans are happy that Folio Society is continuing publishing his books. And next up we have The Silk Roads by Peter Frankopan, and this is a history book. I'm not familiar with this work in particular. I've never read Peter Frankopan. I've heard about this book. I think I have it on my to be read list on Goodreads. The Silk Roads by Peter Frankopan. It looks absolutely amazing. Comes in 2 volumes with a slipcase. The illustrations here, oh yeah, that's really nice. I wonder if that's paper or if it's oh, it's cloth. That's nice. Yeah, it looks very detailed for being cloth. Yeah, this might be a very cool edition to have, but I'm not sure. I've never read The Silk Roads. I haven't read Peter Frankopan books, so I can't say. It seems to have a new introduction by the author as well, so that's cool. This really seems to be a pretty decent edition to own if you are a Peter Frankopan fan or if you love this work. I'm not a big fan of like general history. I try to avoid that if I'm not too sure about the subject. This seems to be quite general. Peter Frankopan's Revolution in World History. Yeah, world history. So it's from the perspective of the East. Yeah, seems to be a fairly large scope, so I'm not too sure about this. But it's a 2-volume set, bound in cloth. A lot of pages, 9 maps, 64 pages of separate color and black and white images in total. That's very decent. But the main thing here is the price, of course, £150. So that's that's way too much in my opinion. But yeah, looks like a fantastic edition if this goes on sale, and if I do some bit more research on why I should get it, perhaps I will buy it someday, but let's see. And next, am I recording? Yeah. Next up we have the 3rd Haruki Murakami novel. So happy. Daniel Leovano is back, Haruki Murakami is back, and the Folio Society has, you can see, no image at all. But here we have the outstanding work by Daniel Leovano. Just look at this binding. I feel his style has been different for the three volumes. For Kafka on the Shore, it was very symbolic. I really enjoyed reading that book with his artwork. But this one seems to be the binding design, the slipcase, wow. Love the colors as well. It's in the same series, match as well. Fantastic end papers. Frontispiece, introduced by the author. I don't think that's a new translation. I mean, a new introduction. The translation by J. Rubin. And I know that the Wind-Up Bird Chronicle is abridged in the English translation, and I do not believe this is the full unabridged version, but I don't know. Let's see if we can find out. But here are some of these illustrations. Yeah, a completely different style compared to Kafka on the Shore especially. Okay, let's see what we can find here. The latest addition to a best-selling Murakami collection. Okay. I don't think... no. If it was the unabridged version, it will definitely say probably up here already. But yeah, bound in block cloth, 688 pages, on this piece with 6 color illustrations, including 3 double-page spreads. Nice. And a yellow motif on the reverse. Cool. Printed throughout in black and blue. Nice. Okay, so this will be very similar to the other 2 editions from the Folio Society that they have published. So happy, and I hope they continue, especially with IQ84. Yeah, but it looks like they will continue with this perfect duo of Haruki Murakami and Daniel Leovano. But let's move on. And here we have Iron Curtain, The Crushing of Eastern Europe 1944 to 56 by Anne Applebaum. Wow, the binding design looks incredible here. Ooh, the slipcase as well. Now, I haven't read any Anne Applebaum. I am interested in Eastern Europe. No, not Eastern Europe, but Russian history, especially. I haven't read too much about it, but I like viewing videos on YouTube about Soviet Russia, the Soviet Union, the satellite states, and things like that. So this might be an edition that I'm gonna research a bit to see if I find it to be, let's see the price, £95. A bit more than Haruki Murakami book, but I assume it's going to be a lot more illustrations in this one. But yeah, look at this binding design. Wow, that's great. I wonder if it's paper. It looks like paper, I assume it is, but it could also be like pretty fine cloth. Doesn't look like buckram, but yeah, let's check that out soon. Ooh, love this title page here. Wow, it has a ribbon as well, with a new introduction by the author. Ooh, that's cool. I bet this has a lot of illustrations and photographs. Okay, let's see. Award-winning study of Eastern Europe and the Soviet rule. An exclusive introduction on chilling parallels with the invasion of Ukraine. Okay, that should be interesting indeed. Bound in printed and block textured paper. Okay, textured paper. I wonder what kind of paper they have chose for this one. Yeah, I can't tell from these images. They are not very high quality, but paper is not always a bad thing when it comes to binding designs and binding materials. I sometimes really like paper because the printing quality gets a lot better, usually compared to buckram and cloth. So it shouldn't be too bad. I hope it's a nice paper that they have decided to bind this book in. But let's see here. 744 pages, 46 integrated color and black and white images. That's quite a lot. Integrated maps, printed die cuts. Die cut, really? Where is that slipcase? Okay. Oh. Okay. But yeah, I think I think this might be a book that I might consider actually. Am I gonna get it like today? I don't know. Perhaps if it goes on sale, or I will perhaps get it now. I don't know. But yeah, let's move on. Here we have Frederica by Georgette Heyer. I can honestly say I know nothing about Georgette Heyer. This is the third book in this series, I believe, and I have no idea what they are about. They look sort of like either historical fiction or like some Jane Austen type romantic novels. I don't know. I've read Anna Karenina. Is that a name? Yeah, whatever. By Tolstoy. And I have read Pride and Prejudice, and those novels are perhaps similar to what you would get here, I don't know. But yeah, I don't really know, can't say much about it, but it looks pretty good. Sally Dunn, Jessica Hische. Yeah, I'm not good with names when I'm pronouncing them the first time. Sorry about that. But yeah, here you can see the other two. Arabella and Venezia. It sounds pretty Italian to me. So perhaps this is like... Yeah, I don't know. It's probably not for me right now. I don't know. I'm not very interested in this one. And finally, we have DC Comics The Golden Age, 1938 to 1956. Selected and introduced by Jeanette Kahn. It's never not gonna be weird that the Folio Society is publishing these sorts of DC and Marvel editions. Let's be honest. I have read comics. I want to read comics, but I just can't. It's too expensive, really, to keep buying them. So I just don't anymore. But I've never read any Golden Age stuff. It doesn't really interest me. I have read some like modern Wonder Woman stuff and some Batman, but yeah, the Golden Age stuff, I don't think it's gonna be much of an interest to me. So these kinds of books, yeah, same with like this Marvel's edition. It looks pretty good, but they feel much more like a Taschen thing than a Full Sight thing. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure a lot of people are happy with these editions. But yeah, that was the complete autumn collection, except these books right here, which I didn't cover, but that are part of the autumn collection, but they were released before today. But we have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. Perhaps something for the future. I've never read Shirley Jackson, so I don't know if I would like it or not. We have the limited edition, The Shadow of the Wind. Never heard of that book before. The edition looks pretty cool. The price seems to be fair. It's a Spanish author, set in Barcelona, I think this novel is. I love that city, but I do not have any connection with that book and I haven't read it, so I can't really say much about it. And then we have Trainspotting as well, which is also a book I have no interest in whatsoever. But that was it. That was the autumn collection. I hope this was mildly interesting. Please tell me if you're gonna get any of these books. I am looking to get at least the Wind-Up Bird Chronicle, perhaps Iron Curtain. I'm gonna do some research about this one, but it looks outstanding. Yeah, that was all. See you next time. Bye.